Hello, future people, and welcome to Getting Tabled. Got an unboxing today. Darwin's Journey. This is from Thundergryph Games by Simone Luciani, Nestor Mangone, and Paulo Voto. Hope I didn't butcher those names too badly. It is based off of Darwin's journey through the Galapagos. It is a worker placement resource gathering type game. Let's crack this open and take a look at this. Now, I have not opened this yet. I am seeing this the first time as I am filming this, so if I get some things wrong, it's because I haven't looked at it yet. Alrighty. First things first, the box is very matte except where the image is. It's a very nice contrast. I did get the collector's edition, as you can see here by the lovely little silver foil. Let's lift this off. Very nice, snug fitting box. So we got various dashboards and tokens, multi-layered, I might add. I think this is all the board right here. So let's see if we can, how much of this we can unfold and show off in this area. Okay, so that's 3 squares by 3 squares. So this is it's a pretty decent board. There is a lot going on here. Oh, and it is double-sided as well, it looks like. Looking at everything that is on this board, that's very intimidating, not knowing anything about this game. Hopefully rules clarify and simplify that a lot. Looks like we got the rule book here as a pretty thick rule book. Oh, excellent. Okay, so this is what I was very happy to see right here. So we have all these trays to store all the tokens and everything you will punch out. That is really nice. Let's see, do we got some tape hiding here? No, it is just fitting that snugly. That's impressive. I like to see that. Okay, let's set some of this off to the side here. And we'll start with the rule book. So we do have a nice main board setup. It does break down all the sections of the board, going into some detail what it is so that you do understand what everything is. It does break down some stuff for your first game as far as where you need to be looking for things. And it looks like just the first 2 pages are just the setup for the main board. And then here, the next page, we do have the player setup for your individual dashboard. The text is large. I don't know how easy it is for you to read it, but it is very nice to read. It's not small. It looks very nice. The paper quality, it's nice. It's reasonably thick without, it's not cheap. It's a very good quality. Start breaking down to some of the tokens. So I know this doesn't fit into my normal what I would do for what catches my attention as a board game, since it's just a lot of tokens and meeples. What caught my attention with it was it's based off Darwin's journeys, and he did a lot of very important things. Again, the pictures showing how everything is laid out. very, very nice and well done. But he did what he did was very important as far as us understanding animals and species and just, you know, animals in general. So to take that idea and that journey and turn it to a board game, I think is just absolutely phenomenal idea. So I did everything that was available for this. I did pick that up. There's a nice picture of some gameplay. That looks like that's just the dashboard for a player as well. So again, it looks like there is quite a bit going on, and it may take a little bit to get into. It looks like they are breaking it up into sections for the rule book. Oh yeah, here's the Fireland expansion, which I do believe, if I step over here, it's Falmouth Port. I'll have to look to see what exactly is the Firemouth expansion, see if I do have that. I should. I don't think there's anything I missed as far as pledging on this campaign. Alrighty. I'm going to stick the rulebook to the side. So here we got a player aid. Now, let's see. Okay, so this player aid opens up and has a lot of information. And here's my complaint. This game is designed for, how many players are we designed to have? 1 to 4 players. It'd be nice if there was 4 player aids, so that one player each, each player could have a player aid, and not have to have one that's passed around. Some games I've picked up, there's enough for every player to have their own little reference card to look at, which I think is a good idea, especially with what looks like is going on with this game. Now let's see here. There we go. This cardboard does look a little on the thinner side for tokens. It does have a very nice feel as far as how it's printed on there. The detail, I think, is absolutely phenomenal. I don't know if we can catch it without too much of the glare. I think I need to get a light diffuser for my light here so it's not quite so glaring. Now, as you see here on this token sheet, it looks like there's a token sheet for each player because there's corresponding colors. If you look here, there are coins. Now, in this box here, there was and that was one of the extras that I went in for, was metal coins. So, break into the player aids here. Be reasonably careful not to nick that with a knife at all. Okay. This dashboard looks really good. It is printed on cardboard. Helps keep costs down instead of using plastic. There's another side to it. I wonder if that's for the Firelands expansion. How do you tell? Nope, just doesn't. The same on both sides. Nope, there's a colored difference. So, yeah, it's right here on the border for dashboard for each player. Yeah, I see where the coloring is now. Looks like we do have more additional stuff. This looks like some of the Fireland stuff. Oh, yeah, there's the time penalty tokens that I just happened to gloss over when I was looking at the rule book. So, 2 sheets of those tokens. Yeah, so most everything is cardboard, which, I mean, that is okay. It's a board game. So let's dig into some of this. So what we have here are, just looks like little flat glass beads or tokens. Very, very consistent. Let's see here. Yeah, those are glass. Very nice, consistent clarity and size. We have a bag of baggies. I'm assuming that's for tokens. We have this lovely little bag. I'll have to go back through and find out what everything is, what's designed to go where, etc., etc. And then we have this very pretty, colorful bag. Oh, there's Darwin on the back, ship on the front. So here's what I was mentioning earlier, looking at some of those cardboard tokens. Is this was a Kickstarter exclusive stretch goal. Actual metal coins instead of cardboard ones. So I think that's just a lovely little sound to have while playing the game. Some metal coins instead of just cardboard. I think that sounds so much more authentic, so good. Let's see if we can bring some of this detail in. And again, just actual metal coin sounds. And here we have some wood tokens, different designs on each. This baggie has a ship. I'm assuming that's for tracking turns or whatnot. All of these are made out of wood. This one's got a little tree image on it. And I think, yes, a light diffuser is going to be very much needed. I'll get that in my Amazon cart here as soon as I'm done recording this treasure box. Oops. Suppose it makes sense that the ship is in with the treasure box, since ships carry treasure, right? That's the myth and illusion that Hollywood has forced upon us. Here's the other thing. This is they mentioned this as those are interesting. So these are supposed to simulate wax, as like little wax seals for like letters and stuff. They're, I don't know if you can see this, flexible and rubbery, but the detail, I don't know if I can get this to focus in on that, but the details on that is really good. This should be a little easier. The detail on this one's not as fine as that purple one. This one is a compass, it looks like. The traditional square graduation type hat. There's different shades of purple. This one has something on it. Can't identify it really. There we go. That's kind of cool too. That little extra of, it's not cardboard. Don't get me wrong, cardboard tokens are fine. It's board games. I mean, most common type of token is going to be cardboard. To have something like metal and wood and stuff like that, that's nice and luxurious. Okay, there is a strip to peel to open the deck of cards. I don't know how much I can say I love this, because decks of cards that are just sealed and you have to take an X-Acto knife or something to cut it open drives me absolutely batty. To have like an actual peel and pull strip to get the cards it's simple and it's nice. It should be just, everyone should do it. If you're a game manufacturer or game maker and you're doing decks of cards and you're not saying let's put a little strip on there to make it easy to open, you're wrong. Looks like these are some basic, let's see here. We got various decks here. Some that say Darwin's Journey on the back, some that have the Great Ship, a map. There's another little interesting design. So it looks like we got several types of cards. What are these? Yeah, so these look like it's some sort of like resource gathering, whether it be letters or coins or whatever. Assuming that's part of how you gather resources to win the game, right? This is a Darwin's Journey, so that coincides with those wax seals. This looks very, very interesting. Like it'll be really fun to play. We got some more. Again, peel and tear strip. So nice. So, and it looks like there's 2 spots for cards. Static electricity. Right here for the cards to go. I'll reach over here and grab this. Sleeves. The right number of sleeves to sleeve the game, because card sleeves are such a simple thing to help perpetuate the longevity of your cards, especially when you have to accidentally nick the edge there trying to peel the plastic off. Downside of fat fingers. So it looks like we have, again, various stacks of cards here. These look like they're for the individual players. One of those Darwin's Journey cards here had arrows on the... Yep, they do have arrows on the back. Okay, so more of the Darwin's cards, player-specific cards, based on the color of the back here. Again, it looks like used to gather the resources within the game itself. So yeah, stacks nicely there, but when you sleeve it, you're going to need both sides. So we'll just go ahead and stick those sleeves right there for now, and kind of fit everything in here as nicely as we can. And pop this back on. Is it going to pop back on? Yes, reasonably will pop back on. Now here we have some more tokens. Lots of wood tokens. These are all wooden tokens. So these look to be some kind of house, it would look like. Again, looks like we have them in the 4 colors of the players. Some wood squares. These must be extras, I'm guessing. Everyone gets their own ship, it would seem. No? Brown gets 2 ships. Interesting. Some of them are painted. It looks like one brown one is painted, the rest are not painted. Let's pull that out. And rather interesting. That brown one that is also painted is a little bit thicker than the... Nope, same thickness there. Same thickness there. Yeah, so that's interesting that only one of them is painted. The other one that was in this box, that ship was painted as well, so I'm wondering if there's some significance to that. And then we have more meeples, and then we have some various interesting tokens here. We have a stopwatch looking clock thing. Bugs, and books. So let's see here. Green, green, blue, blue, white, white, and oh, there's the yellow white book. So lots of little pieces with this one. Hopefully one does not lose them, because that would be terrible to lose, you know, any of the tokens for as a detailed game as this. More generic round wood tokens. This one appears to have a wave on it, almost like the Great Wave. Alright, silicone, don't eat that. or do we? It's your choice. I can't tell you what to do. Oh, we have bigger, more detailed meeples. Let's break this back out. Do a meeple comparison, right? So here we have what you would probably call like your standard size and shape meeple. A little bit on the smaller side. But then in this package, you get some bigger meeples, and it's kind of hard to see. Yeah, this meeple, he's wearing a hat. So that's kind of cool. And more ships. No painting on any of these ships. Let's so that gives you 3 of each color except for brown. It's confusing. I will probably have to sit down and actually go through a number count of what I have of what, and make sure I do have everything for this game, since there appears to be so much to it. Alright. That being said, it does look like they have provided enough bits and pieces storage for everything to have a home. I know some of these games, you punch all the tokens and you're like, well, where do I put this? Where should this go? How is this going to store nicely and safely and transport? Because, you know, sometimes, you know, your game goes with you to play a game somewhere. Let's see here. So you can somewhat put this back together like it was. Alright, so we have this box. I don't like the fact that these aren't quite square already. Oop, already knocking tokens out. Alrighty. Put those in. Put the player guide in. So, the one thing I'll point out is the box was not completely and properly closed when I first unwrapped it. And it's probably because of the additional thickness of all of the tokens, player guides, etc., etc. I'm sure once you... Let's see how... Yeah, that's a little frustrating. How are those going to nicely sit? They probably aren't. That's probably about as nice as it's going to get. Again, with the... actual board in there. Yeah, it doesn't quite sit flush. So, some of the other things we'll break into. Now, these were an add-on as well, and this is also a large manufacturing problem because they were trying to make these out of wood to keep the, you know, keep them premium. Have this be slightly translucent so you could see through it, which I don't know if we can. So yeah, you can see through it, but it's not completely, you know, translucent. It is slightly opaque. And trying to make these fit the criteria, look nice, and be of the same quality of the other tokens was something they did talk about quite a bit on the Kickstarter campaign. I think they did a very good job of doing what they were trying to accomplish with these as far as quality and gameplay usability. Interesting here. Ooh, roll away. Alright, we got some 5 blue, 5 white. Wait, 6 blue, 6 yellow, 6 white, 6 green, and 2 brown. Okay. And again, I think with all the compartments in the plastic trays itself, I think we'll be able to find a home for those, no problem, in the game itself. Now here's some of the little expansions. This one, okay, I'm a little disappointed here. This one has no nice way of opening it. So we're just going to take the X-Acto knife and just right along the top. I think that was a really bad decision to seal that so well, knowing that people are going to want to open it. All right, what do we got in here? Oh, we have an actual little Darwin token. And a couple of cards. Oh, hey, there's Darwin himself. Ooh, okay, so maybe that's why they wanted to make sure it was sealed, because they knew that, you know, this would get opened and immediately go into the big box. Alrighty, so this one does have some paint on it. He's got a lovely little beard, as Charles Darwin was known for having. And then it looks like there are some Darwin cards. The player who takes the Darwin worker may place it instead of one of their own workers on a subsequent turn. The Darwin worker acts as if you had 6 special wax seals, purple, which means it may be placed on any unlocked location on the board during the silver and golden distinctions. During the cleanup phase, return the Darwin worker to the supply or to the Darwin special action tile if present on the main board. So there's his little action. It looks like there's just the one Darwin card. So, okay, that's kind of cool. I take back what I said about making sure this is sealed. At some point, I'll open the box back up and make sure he's slid in there so nothing does get lost. Did I just throw him in there? No, I did. I bagged him up. Okay. There's an extra little baggie that'll go over there. And then we have Darwin's Journey, Falmouth Port. And I just stabbed the box. This is why I'm not a fan of plastic. I understand you have to seal it, but sometimes things like that happen and it's just super frustrating. I mean, now I've got a nick in the box now. Oh well, that's my fault, not their fault. All right, let's open this up. Okay, we've got additional tokens, additional tiles, and it looks like a block of foam to keep things from sliding around too much. Looks like we've got some different types of ships and guys on horseback. Break these out. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, the detail. Look how skinny those wood legs are. It's almost fear of, like, you know, eventually they'll get broken. The ship looks really good too. So we got some additional tokens here, and it looks like, yeah, there's each one of these for each of the players to add the port to their game board. It looks like. So this will be interesting for me to set up and kind of test run through and everything, since I have cats. And there's so many little pieces. I'm sure other cat owners know the pain and suffering of the mini Bio-Titan getting into stuff. Slide those in there. Get that closed up. Now, there's one last piece to this, and this is really cool and really clever. This is a neoprene mat of the game board. They gave you a tube that looks like a map tube to store it in. So we're going to very carefully open this one up because I want to make sure that this does not get damaged. Now I think this is absolutely nifty. Obviously got the game's name on it right there. That does slide off. Ooh, that's very nice. So it's not just slide off and there's the mat. No, there's a lip right here that this slides down and seats onto. So let's pull this out. Set that off to the side right there. Okay, so it looks like it's in a couple of pieces, which that's also nice instead of just having one big old giant one. And it is double-sided. So, but again, I think that's really clever that they give you a scroll case to store that in. I never really considered the concept of a neoprene game mat until I actually got one, and it's like it's so much better to manipulate cards on because it gives you something soft to get your fingers under and lift from instead of trying to pick a card up off a hard flat surface. Oh, there's a little nick in the cardboard there, but that does fit together really nice. So that is the all-in Kickstarter for Darwin's Journey from Thundergryph Games. When I have a chance, I'll break it out, figure out how to play it, and I'll try to give a rundown of it sometime. Till next time, play more games.
Thank you very much for checking out this video. If you're enjoying the content of this channel, please like and subscribe. If you're in a position to do so, please check out patreon.com/gettingtabled. You receive early access to at least 80% of all videos that we put out, and you get access to the video edition of all of our podcasts the day that they're uploaded. If you'd like to check us out on social media, facebook.com/gettingtabled is the most active. We also have a Discord server. You can email our team at gettingtabled@gmail.com. If you're on either Twitter or Instagram, you can find us at gettingtabled. And until next time, play more.